What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Jerry, and today's video is going to be 5 underrated players that you need to pay attention to, and we're going to jump right into the video. And I just kind of want to make this video, man, for all those players, that don't get the media coverage that the same teams, that the same players and teams get from the players like the Lakers, the Nets, and the Knicks, and those bigger basketball markets. Just want to make this video to shed some light on these guys who's playing some great basketball. And the way we're going to do this video is we're going to have an all NBA underrated team. So we're going to have a point guard, a shooting guard, small forward, power forward in the center. And we're going to start it off with the point guard position. And, one of the more underrated point guards in this league, I feel like, is DeJounte Murray, for the San Antonio Spurs, who's having actually one of a really good statistical season. He's averaging almost 19 points a game to go along with 8 rebounds, which is a league high for point guards. And then he's also averaging 8 dimes per game, which is pretty impressive. And DeJounte Murray is just one of those players that you just get a little bit of everything from, and especially on the defensive side of the ball. He's probably only around 6'5", 6'6", but he looks, with his long wingspan, he looks about 6'7", 6'8". But on the defensive side of the ball, any given night, he's going to guard your best, perimeter player, and he's going to make that player work for every bucket. And then on the offensive side of the ball, he also gives you a little bit of everything. He isn't the best three-point shooter. I wouldn't leave him wide open, but for a guy his size, he has a great handle on the ball. He's quick and shifty, can get to the rim and finish with both hands. And I feel like DeJounte Murray, people were high on him, before his injury. But with the Spurs organization kind of on the decline right now, and then when people get injured, man, they kind of forget about how good you are. So I feel like those two things have kind of taken DeJounte Murray off the grid. But hopefully, if he isn't content with the Spurs, don't want to go through that rebuild, hopefully he can land with a contender team, because he can help a really good team, make that championship push, a team like the 76ers. But, DeJounte Murray, great player. We're going to move on to the shooting guard position. And at the 2, I got Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen, he's on the Milwaukee Bucks this year, coming from the Memphis Grizzlies, where the wing rotation was pretty crowded over there. But we all know Grayson Allen, man, coming out of Duke. A lot of people were, he was kind of a risky draft pick just because he had that bad reputation. People thought he was a dirty player, but Grayson Allen has came into the league, really hasn't been into really no trouble, and every year his confidence seems to grow more and more, and he's gotten really better this season as he's having career highs in points, rebounds, three-pointers made, and then three-point percentage. He's having career high in all those things. And he's also not playing too bad on the defensive side of the ball, as he's pinning himself in the right spot. Where, he can't be taken advantage of. And then he's just been good for the Milwaukee Bucks, stepping up in the time of need for them, dealing with Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton being in and out of the lineup. But with Grayson Allen, Bobby Portis, and Giannis on the court, the Milwaukee Bucks have one of the best plus minuses. I can't believe I just stuttered like that, but one of the best plus minuses in the entire NBA. And then, he's a good target for Giannis. 26 of his three-pointers have been assisted by Giannis Antetokounmpo. So that's a really good thing. He's been helping the Bucks stretch the floor, and he's just been really efficient this year. He's shooting 42% from the 3, which is really impressive. So we're going to move on to the small forward spot, and at the 3, I got Desmond Bane. And Desmond Bane, this is his sophomore year, and he's made a really big leap this year. I believe last year, his rookie season, he averaged around 9 points this game, and this year he's averaging 16 points. And he's just like Grayson Allen, he's had to step up for his team this year with Ja Morant going down. And listen to this, Desmond Bane, he's one of 8 players this season shooting 45% from the field, 40% from 3, while attempting at least 10 field goals, and then attempting at least 5 3-pointers. So this guy is really He's really efficient, and he's really a sharpshooter. And his game is really poised and really smooth, man. He's a really good shot taker. Like, when I say shot taker, he has like great shot selection. You don't never see him taking any bad shots. And Desmond Bane is a guy that's just he's putting in a lot of hard work. He's a guy that's been written off because his physical some of his physical traits, like his short arms. People have written him off because of that, but he's just stuck to the grind. He's worked hard, and he's become one of the most accurate 3-point shooters in the league. And honestly, if he can bump that field goal percentage up by 4 percent points, he could be a 50-40-90 player in his second season of the NBA. So that's really impressive, and he's doing it at a high volume too. He's taking 6 threes a game, and he's taking more than 10 shots a game. So it's really impressive what Desmond Bane has been doing this season. I think a lot of attention needs to be brought his way, the way he stepped up when Ja Morant went down. And then at the power forward position, we got Miles Bridges, and he can play the 3 or the 4, but right now he's starting at the 4 for the Charlotte Hornets, and I feel like he's in the conversation of most improved player, because right now he's averaging 19.8 points per game, and that's so close to 20, and then he's also getting 7 rebounds a game. But he's really stepped up his offensive game. Really, last season and seasons before that, Miles Bridges was really just a lob catcher and a catch and shoot shooter. And this year he's expanded his game to where he can create shots for himself, but also he's still doing it off the ball. He's able to cut and sometimes set a screen. Him and LaMelo is so fun to watch together. But the way he's improved his game while also having a music career on the side, you guys should go listen to his music. He got the Detroit Flint style music, and it's pretty good. So for him to be that good at basketball and that good at music at the same time, he get double points for that. So Miles Bridges is having a really good season, and he's probably the most, in my opinion, the most fun player to watch in this 5-player thing I got going on, just for his ability to jump out the gym. But at the 5 spot, we got Jared Allen. And I feel like Jared Allen is having he's probably having the most underrated season on this list, just because what he is doing is really historical. He's averaging 17 points and 11 rebounds. And right now he's on pace to become the first player in NBA history to average at least 15 points, average at least 10 assists. Not 10 assists, but 10 rebounds while shooting 70% from the field. And Jared Allen is another player, just like everybody else on this list, who's improved their game a lot. Also, he's shooting 62% on post-up shots, so he's gotten better with posting up, pinning his back to the basket, and stringing together moves in the post. And we all know he's a great lob threat, great pick and roller. Him and Darius Garland, they do their thing. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we all know the shot blocker that he is. But Jared Allen has been huge for the Cavaliers this season. We see how good that team is when they're fully healthy. They're third in the East. I think they're 19-10. They've been playing some really great basketball. But Jared Allen, man, he's having a historical season. If he becomes the first person to, do that, that'd be really special. And I think he's going to be an all-star this year. He should start in the all-star game, due to the fact that Joel Embiid has been in and out of the lineup. I would give that green light to Jared Allen. But that's going to be it for this video, man. There's my all-NBA underrated team. I got DeJounte Murray at the 1, Grayson Allen at the 2, Desmond Bane at the 3, Miles Bridges at the 4, and then I got Jared Allen at the 5. I think all these guys could, deserve a little bit more attention to their game, because I think, they're pretty good, man. So that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below any other underrated players you think I missed, and then, subscribe for more weekly content, man. We make videos like this all the time. And that's curtains.